Hey, what's up? This is Dilio coming to you live from Controllerize. And in this video, I'm just going to talk about something that'll help any producer that's in the ATL out or anywhere in the world, you know. So if you're an advanced producer and you're tight, you got all your stuff together, this video ain't for you. But if you're someone that's like really trying to maybe find out more information about the scene in Atlanta when it comes to just being a music producer and just trying to connect and get outside the house, this video is for you. I know what it could be like, man, to, you know, you work on your tracks, it's isolated, not too many people around you do beats, or you might surround yourself with a lot of people who do beats, but for the most part, you might be isolated, doing your own thing. So what I want to talk about is just basically kind of bring a light to what's out here as far as like the open aux scene. Like I've been talking about it to my friends, and they're like, "What's that? What's the open aux? What is the open aux? What is the open aux?" And even me, like I've heard about them, I've seen them, but I haven't really dived into them myself. And then I finally ended up doing a gig or an event, and then one thing led to another. And boom, I'm now playing at an open aux, and then like, okay, let me check out this event. Okay, I see how they're doing. Oh, let me check out another event. Okay, I see how they're doing. And then next thing you know, I'm in the scene. So this video is really just to break that down in case you're considering coming out and doing beats and considering what you need to go to an open aux. What is an open aux? Where are some open auxes at? Now, I know of 3 that kind of run concurrently, and I'm thinking about trying to figure out how to do one myself, but there's 3 that I know about. Like, I'm at one right now, which is Controllerize, but that's not the main thing of this event, but it is part of the event when they have it. Another event is called Supreme Circuit, that's on Sundays, where they have an open aux there. That's something to check out. And then I know there's another event called Oxygen, which is on Wednesdays. Those are 3 events, but there are more. And real talk, I'm thinking about throwing an event myself. I got everything I need. I just need a venue to do it, and I may have that in mind. But this video isn't about that. This video is about just telling you what open aux is and what do you need to participate in an open aux. So an open aux, from my understanding right now, is an opportunity for you to either come to an event, you sign up or something like that, and then you play your tracks for an allotted amount of time. Some people may give you 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, depending on the situation, and you basically will play your beats. Sometimes people play remixes to beats or remixes to songs that they did. There's a lot of different things that they do at these events. So you can play your tracks off your phone, you can bring a laptop, play it off the FL Studio, you can bring your MPC if you want to do that. You can bring just something that you can hook up into the system and play your tracks for a long amount of time, right? So what I currently use right now is an SP404. And I was trying to figure out why so many producers are walking around with SP404s. Like, what's the fuss? I didn't really mess with one, but I eventually decided to get one because I saw so many other producers having one, and I got one, and I saw that a lot of producers using it, and they were playing their beats off of it. Some people were maybe sequencing live. Me, I was learning out. I was sequencing live on a thing, but I noticed a lot of producers either are playing tracks through the device, doing the real-time effects, or they're playing beats from the device. One of the advantages I noticed with that, like say, if I were to compare it to an MPC, is that the MPC definitely has a lot more features. It's a lot more powerful unit, but on the trade-off, if I were to look at it as a playback device in this situation, because you're not going to these open auxes to make beats on the spot. You're really doing a beat set where you're performing your beats and tweaking them and stuff like that. So the MPC has a big suite of tools to sequence and create full songs, but the trade-off is when you come to the SP404, the SP404 is a much more, in my opinion, much more easier playback device. It has a lot more ins and outs. Like say, if you got an MPC Live, I think the MPC Live that I have only has like an 1/8 inch out, but the SP404 has an 1/8 inch and a 1/4 inch headphone jack on the front, 2 quarter inch jacks in and 2 1/4 inch jacks out. Of course, the MPC Live has that, has more outs, but it also has a microphone input on the front, so you can do real-time effects there. So when it comes to portability, it's a lot easier to kind of move around with that than like say like an MPC-1 or MPC Live. You know, you can find like a power bank to power the MPC-1, and I know the MPC Live and Live 2 have battery packs in it, but the SP404 you can power it via a USB thing, power bank. There's a lot of options there, and it's a smaller footprint. A lot of these clubs and locations, you don't have a lot of space to really set up a large piece of equipment, let alone a laptop. So when you set that up, you know, it has been easier for me to just drag a beat onto the SP404. It'll always be there. And then as weeks go by, I can drag more beats that I make, drag it on, and it'll stay on there. And it's just instantaneous. And then the playback is instantaneous. You can do effects in real time. It's just an easier platform. But if we're asking me, what do I like making beats on more? It's definitely be the MPC or FL Studio platform. But as far as playback and beat set performance, especially with the SP404 having a DJ mode in it, it's sort of a easier device to use and commandeer when you are doing a beat set or live performance. And that goes back to what these open auxes are. Open auxiliary port. Basically, you got a cable, you hook it up to it, and you play your tracks at these events. And I found it's easy to, not everybody may not have an SP404. They may have a different device. They may have a 3-3, a Dr. Sample, but the key is that they got something that they can hook into to create or to perform their beats live, right? And so what I've noticed is that there's a scene here. Like I said, I just gave you 3 events. Supreme Circuit, that's on Sundays. Open Auxes, that's on Wednesdays and Sunday. And basically you play what you want. Me having a little bit of DJ background, I like to read the room, but really you play what you want. And the cool thing about this is that there are other people there, and not everybody's there, a producer. I know sometimes we can go to these battles. Like if I were to be frank about my experience in going to producer battles in the past, the audience is mainly producers in the audience, and their supporters that come out to support them. And if you don't have a lot of people to come out and support you at these beat battles, if they're not there to make noise for you, you typically lose. A lot of times, I actually won a beat battle a while ago, but for the most part, a lot of times when I go to these beat battles, because it was very difficult for me to find people to come out and support, I would lose a lot because I didn't have people in the audience to make noise. But that's a side tangent. But as far as this goes, it's not really so much of a battle, more or less an opportunity to hear other producers do their thing. You can listen to it and do your thing, kind of get feedback, gauge where you're at, and enjoy performing your beats. And then some of these open auxes, they'll have a microphone or have a cipher, so now you got beats. And then sometimes there are MCs there that will rap to the beats that you're playing. And when you got that energy, it's just fun as hell because you just got that energy going on. Especially if you got an MC that can freestyle to the beats that you're making, it's just instantaneous hip hop, instantaneous fun. So I would definitely advise you to just take a chance on one. And it'll be a good change of pace. Like if you're looking for a change of pace, like if you're a producer, you're looking for like a change of pace from what you've been doing. If you want to get away from the internet, I know the internet can be kind of silly if I were to be honest. Like the internet can be kind of stupid sometimes, you know how it is. You post something online and it's like a roll of the dice dealing with these algorithms and everything. You want people to see what you're doing or at least make a connection some kind of way, at least like a basic connection. And sometimes it's like rolling the dice on the internet. Now I know real life is a lot less convenient. You got to go to the place, you got to park, you got to find a way there, you got to find a way home. It's not a convenient, but look at this. I'm outside. I'm not in front of the computer screen. Sometimes to be refreshed to get back in front of your system, you got to get away from it. You know, so I just want to encourage you to check that out or look it up in your city and see if there's some opportunities for you to go play your beats. Not necessarily to be at battle, because when I was doing my thing, all there was battles. All there was battles, and judges giving me condescending kindness about my beats. I mean, I'm just going to be transparent. That's how I came off to be. But this is a little bit different. It's more of a community because a lot of times these open auxes are hosted by producers themselves, and it's just a community. And that's the thing. The more you come to events like that, the more a regular you become, and the more you get known for what you do inside the community around people that are just like yourself, that are creative. You know, it's just a fun outlet. it's something to do that's different from the normal thing. You know, if you want to do something different than go to work, come home, make them tracks, you can do that. You know, so it's definitely a change of pace. You want to do something different, you want to create something different, have a different experience. It's cool. So I've kind of been recently put on to it. It's been going on for a while. Like I said, I didn't even have an SP404. I went and got one. And I've been having fun with that. Now, I still cook up on the MPC, but I've been fun with the SP404. That's just my thing. Like I say, you can bring your phone, DJ off your phone, play beats off your phone. If you got to make sure you have a cable to it. Like I noticed one time, I know somebody had like a iPhone or Android, but they didn't have the thing that goes from Type-C or Android or iPhone to auxiliary cable. You know, so if you're going to come to these events, you know, have that with you. The cool thing about the SP404 has both. You got quarter-inch outs and you got a headphone jack out. People will hook up to that, do their thing, right? So, you know, this is for any producer that is curious about the scene. I'm learning about it. That's why I just wanted to share the information to you as a tutorial. Like I said, this is controller-wise. I got a DJ playing tracks in there. I've seen live performances. I would like to perform on the main stage sometimes. I already did the open docs earlier a few times. In this case, it was raining, so we didn't really have one outside tonight. But it's still a vibe. So hopefully that helps you demystify a little bit about the scene here in Atlanta that I'm discovering. I just wanted to share it with you guys out there. Hopefully it helped you out as far as like what are open auxes, like what is that, right? It's just an opportunity, from my experience, it's an opportunity to come out and play your beats, get advice for what you're doing, or give advice. I had producers come and ask me, because they see me on YouTube before, hey man, what'd you think about this? How do I hook it up? And I pour my knowledge into them, but then I also people what they doing, and they pour their knowledge into me. And sometimes you can get perspectives that you wouldn't necessarily get on the internet by going out. Like I said, I know for me it's less convenient, it's coming out of my comfort zone. Not really, because here's the thing, if you're uncomfortable going to like a venue or an event, just keep going. Like, you'll get more comfortable in your skin the more times you go. You know, so if you just want to come out of your shell and just do something different and more fun, that's how you do it, you know, and you become more acclimated to it. And you never know who you will strike up a conversation with. And, you know, it's cool. So I hope that helps you out. This is Dilio. You're watching the Dilio T2K YouTube channel or the Dilio Knows Music. I'm posting that on both of these channels. And if you got any questions or comments or thoughts, let me know. And we'll keep this thing going. Peace out.